This is one of the largest and most complicated areas of the system, and because of this, many of the settings options are covered in more detail in other lessons. To access settings, click the button at the bottom of the navigation bar. The settings options are then listed in a sidebar. From top to bottom, the first item is the Welcome Wizard. This takes you through an interactive tutorial explaining how the system works. You will have been presented with this when you first created your PimSimple account. But this allows you to go back and revisit it and refresh your skills. Next is Dark Mode. Clicking this switches into a mode all the cool kids use. To get back to Light Mode and being uncool again, simply click it a second time. Below that is Attributes. This is covered in the next lesson, Lesson 11, but it's where you manage, create, and amend your attributes. Next is Views. Again, this is covered in its own lesson, Lesson 13, but this covers both views and a bit about how filters work. The next two are Sources and Destinations. A source is a way of getting data into PimSimple, and a destination is a way of getting data back out. Again, these have their own lessons, Lesson 14 for Sources and Lesson 15 for Destinations. An integration is a way of PimSimple communicating with other software like Shopify, Dropbox, or OneDrive. These integrations are created automatically when you connect to these services, but sometimes things can go wrong. Passwords can expire or change, or credentials just need renewing. So this area allows you to go and update or fix an integration. Contexts allow you to store multiple values against a single attribute. This is typically used for things like language variants, different units of measurement, or when you have data coming from multiple sources and you need to consider which is best. So an example might be, you sell a product that can be sourced from several distributors. Each distributor sends you their data, but sometimes there are conflicts in the data. So if 3 distributors say a product weighs 10 kilograms and one says 9 kilograms, you might look at the different contexts and say, we'll go with 10. Or you could compare each distributor's long description to craft your own SEO-friendly, unique version. Templates allow you to create your own bespoke data formats for export. Using the popular handlebars syntax, you can export data in formats such as HTML, XML, or JSON. Next, we have details of your subscription. You can upgrade, downgrade, or switch to and from monthly to annual payments using this screen. If you're an administrator, you will have access to other users and be able to set their permissions. This varies from a simple viewer of data through to administrator. If your system is at the enterprise tier, you are able to create multiple systems under one account. Clicking the Systems option will show you all the systems under your control, set things like the system avatar, and whether PimSimple staff can access the system for support. The last admin item in the list is API clients. This allows you to generate unique API IDs and secrets to allow access from other applications. The whole of the PimSimple application uses a RESTful API. So when you use the system in a browser, you're accessing the same API this gives you access to. You can use the API to access any part of the system, send and receive data, connect other apps such as our own InDesign client, or even rewrite the whole system with your own interface. At the bottom of the list are some links to web pages that could be useful. Settings is the biggest and most complex area of the system, but please look at the corresponding lessons on attributes, views, sources, and destinations to complete your knowledge.